Hello. And again, I have issues with the light. Hold on. I guess I'll turn that on eventually. Hello. Okay, so I just wanted to do my live. It's Saturday. We could do a walkthrough. Okay, now I'm not 100% finished. I'm going to say 80%. But you guys, my studio was so bad. Okay, it's pretty bad. I have to admit it. I have some ongoing projects. One that I could have finished like last week, but I freaking just my studio is so messy, so messy. Um, it's just like I started taking my crap to the kitchen, and and that's the whole point of like having my own room to sew all my stuff, right? So that way I don't have to bother other parts of the house to do my my projects. But I had started taking all my stuff to the kitchen. I was cutting on the table in there, so I was just spreading my stuff all over the house again. So I said I need to just pause work right now, and I need to, yes, what's up, my buddy? Yes, grandma, she's on the chair. What? Okay, sorry, I'm taking care of my grandma, but she's watching Oklahoma right now, so she's good. Um, Apparently she disappeared. I don't know. That was like the weirdest question. I don't know. Um, so yeah, just I couldn't work, so I said, let me. I don't think I've ever had a walkthrough of my studio. Anyways, like usually see me in here talking about stuff, but I'm not exactly like walking around pointing out things to you. So I think this is a good time to do that. Um, so yeah, I started working again just right now. I was ironing some stuff that I need to do. But let me just kind of show you what I have going on right now. Trying to finish that Sasuke or Sasuke costume. I also is what I was ironing. I'm doing some aprons, one for a hairstylist and the other one for a tattoo artist. So I'm making like a tattoo apron. My papers are all jacked up because I left them in my car, and my husband left the windows down one day, and it rained all over my stuff. But at least I can still make this out somewhat. So let me go ahead and walk you through. All my lights on here? No, hold on. I'll go the other way, but hold on. Let me turn this lamp back on. I'll try not to be. Okay, so come in my studio. Hello, hello. Come on in, please, please do. So this is the same, except I did organize this a little bit better. So this just is like a hook system that I put my embroidery hoops on, bags of material. Like when I go shopping for clients, like I'll hang like all their bags here of their materials. I also have all my rulers and stuff, rulers that have holes in them that I can hang. And then also I had a bag of what I labeled here, which is called recyclables, which, you know me, I'm always saving stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of that because I like making little bags out of ramen noodle stuff and things like that. I think you know. Further tour. Let me show you. This is my Spartan. This is what I do heavy duty stuff with. It can sew. I wouldn't say it's a dedicated, like that's what it does. It's a heavy duty machine, but it does have a really strong motor. And these old machines that are all made of metal, they're just amazing. They can really do a lot. Over here, which was a mess earlier, like I had this machine on my other table and it was just terrible. Absolutely horrible. So I put it back. I cleaned this whole space up. Right now I have my ironing board in front of it, but I do have this. I put it up against the wall. I'm going to try and be good about that because for the longest time I just had the ironing board out, and it's in the way. So I'm really trying to make a commitment is once I'm done with the ironing board, I'm not going to use it as a counter to put other crap on. I'm going to put it back up against the wall, fold it up, and that's that. Okay. 80% done. So I still need to organize. I have some drawers down here that I need to go through and kind of throw away stuff, as well as do a window treatment. Because look at this. This is like some nasty stuff. It's just a curtain that I thumbtacked to the wall, and like I really need to have good light in here. I don't know. I don't know what I've been doing for years. Okay, I don't know what I've been doing, but I'm trying to be a grown up about this. Um, yeah. So this is my other sewing table. This is where I sit at most of the time because I do most of my work on this machine, and then my sergers on the other side. I can assure you guys, I was not able to walk on this floor at all. It was becoming like a hoarder situation where they have like a little skinny path to walk through in the room. That's how bad my studio had become. So again, things. Oh, so I scored this shelving unit for free on Facebook Marketplace. Someone had just put everything out on a curb and they listed it. So I must have been the first one there. I talked about this in another live when my son found a Nintendo DSi also in a box on this curb. Truly amazing. So I got this, which was in perfect condition. And then they also had this thing where it's supposed to be like for screws and stuff, but I listed everything. So I have everything organized. I have my bobbins, measuring tapes, chalk, different snaps, googly eyes, different grommets, gems, embroidery floss. Like it's all here. This took me a whole day because I was literally, by the time I was done with this particular project, I was just like, I had boxes and boxes of stuff that I had emptied out that I put in here. And I just had a ton of empty boxes. So yeah, this is temporary. What I'm showing you here, this is temporary. Eventually, this is what I wanted to do for years. I wanted to have my studio in here, but also like a they call it like a man cave, like a she cave, like a Sarah cave. So I want to have like a little small TV up here, and then on each of these shelves of this white thing, I want to have like a DVD player, a VCR, maybe a Betamax player, laser disc. Like I want all this old electronics on this, so that way I can watch my old movies, VHS, DVD, just do everything analog on this in this corner of the room, and I would enjoy it. So that's a plan for that, and I almost did it, but the CRT TV that I have my VCR in my son's room, it's way too big and heavy for this little flimsy plastic shelving. So I wasn't about to have an accident and have it just crush and fall down, and because the thing is like, I don't know, 50 pounds. It's a big old thing. So yeah, I need to fix this window. Again, like I said, that's why I'm calling this 80%. Let me kind of just show you more. This was not here. Where I have the laptop right now, I moved these boxes away from it. But like I said, I had a bunch of junk in here. I just tossed it out, threw it away, organized it in that thing I just showed you. And this is just going to be where my tool spools. Like that's it. I want to be good, you guys. I really do. And then also yesterday I did an Instagram live, and I was going through this one unit that my laptop is on, and it's just again a bunch of plastic drawers, but I went through all my patterns. I had it also in my studio. I had a ton. I'm notorious for this. I had a ton of loose patterns that I just like, I Frankenstein stuff together, or I do a project and I don't put all of the pieces in an envelope. So I had all these loose pieces of pattern floating around, and I was like, I need to find the envelopes for these and put them back. So that I did, and I made a ton of room in these drawers. Just a ton of room. Yeah, a ton of room. And then I did, what else? And the only thing too, I look, let me show you what I'm talking about. Like I have a nice big table to cut stuff on, but I did a job a while back in the summer of making cushion covers for somebody, and she does not answer my text messages or anything like that. So I have these really big cushion covers on my table that's taking up space, which is also part of the reason I was cutting in the kitchen a lot recently. But like if I just did not have these cushions in the way, I could do a lot more cutting in here. But I mean it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. It happens every once in a while. Someone will pay for something and then abandon it, or they won't pay for it and never collect it. So I'm like, hmm. Also, I went to Walmart and I got just one shelving unit because I wasn't really sure what I could really put on it. I might be able to afford another. And by afford, I mean just like the space on the wall and how heavy stuff I can put on it. Because I'm not too sure about my shelving abilities drilling into the wall. I did use one of those stud finders, but I swear to God, like where it told me there was a beam, I drilled into it and I put the screw and it was just drywall. So I'm like, so I didn't put too much up here. I just put my little oxolite or oxide or whatever they call it. I have Austin Powers. He's here to remind me to behave always. I put some of my toys up here, which I know it's hard to see from this oxolite. Well, now you can see it. But I have my Back to the Future Breaking Bad and another Back to the Future toys up there. So let's continue with the tour. But I'll kind of get you away from the light here. Let me bring you along. Okay, so now that you've seen all that, I also have a screen printing machine that my husband's like, get rid of it. He's the one that bought it for me. But it's called a Udo screen printing machine. It's really cool if you want to do your own custom stuff, but it's actually really expensive to constantly do new designs in it because you have to buy new screen remover when you do this. You have to buy new, like it's a bunch of stuff like to clean off the screen when you're going to redo a new pattern. It's quite expensive, so I rarely use it. It's just really expensive, but I do like having it because I mean, I don't know, it's just cool to have a screen printing machine. So here I just have all my posters. What else? I have an autograph. Let me fix this. I have an autograph from Timac Guariello from The Last Dragon. I met him a while back at the Alamo Draft House, and I got a picture from him, and I paid for an autograph. Also, I have this autographed belly dancer art thing that I got from my wedding because I had belly dancers at my wedding, so all the girls signed this piece of art. And then also my husband, he went to Nam one year and he got Sergio Vega and Stephen Carpenter's autograph, and they autographed it to me for Piglet because that's like my pet name that my husband calls me. He calls me Piglet. So that's that. I had a friend that went to the opening of these two Netflix shows when they came out, and he got those from the Netflix party. This is a fashion show that I did March of 2013. It was me and another designer. So we did our own show. I got the sponsors, got all that stuff together, and at this restaurant. It was pretty neat. You learn a lot trying to get sponsors to make a show go on. It's pretty. Well, I almost dropped you. It's pretty intense, especially if you're not really sure what you're doing. But I have another. Let me take this off. Let me just go through all my fashion show posters. This is a show that I did. When was this? 2017. We did this for a fundraiser for a women's battered shelter, like to avoid women getting homeless with their kids. It's like a shelter for women and children. So we had a fashion show there. And it was actually really neat because the property's pretty cool. So that's one other fashion show that I did. And the art of fashion, it's they don't do it anymore. They haven't done it in a while, but the El Paso Sun City Pride, they used to put on fashion shows every single year for their fundraiser. And I think I did like 4 years in a row or 3 of them. So this was one of the last ones, I believe, which was 2009. Or maybe they had a few more after this. I don't quite remember. But it's really cool. Go ahead and have it.
Who is this?
I don't know, but drink it. You're fine. So it was a good show. They had drag queens and all that stuff. That show was always fun. What else can I show you in my little tour of in here? And then I just have some posters of like works that I've done. Like this is an outfit I made, and we had a photo shoot with this woman. It's pretty cool. I don't know what happened to her hair, why the guy who was doing the photography didn't smooth it out in Photoshop, because it must have been like an end of the day shoot, but whatever. And then also one last thing. In 2012, there was like an inked beauty calendar, and I did like 3 or 4 of the months for this calendar. So this one girl was January, so I did January. This is one of my dresses at the time. What else? God, let's see. Hold on, let me see if I can find some more of mine. Oh yeah, this is another one. So I also did July. That was one of my outfits. What else? I had more months. I believe I had like one more month or something. Here we go. I also had December. That's my dress, not me. But nope, and I don't have any tattoos. I have 0. Not that I'm against it. I just don't know what I want on my body forever. Like, I just really don't know what I want. And then lastly, let me just go through some of the art that I finally put up on my walls. Like I said, I'm about 80% done. So I think I just have this one last sewing cabinet and then my window treatment, and then that's it. But this is the stuff I did. I did a YouTube video, a watch me on this one and this one. And this is another one that I made. Just scraps, therapeutic art making out of scraps and paint and things like that. So,
Mom.
Yeah, buddy.
Do you eat chocolate chip cookies?
Oh my goodness, but we're gonna have chocolate chip cookies at the movies.
Well, I want to make some more, so we have some. So then tomorrow we have enough cookies.
Trying to bribe me.
When we go to the movies?
We beg me, not bribe me. Huh?
I want the chocolate chip cookies.
That's later today. But they'll have ice cream sandwiches. You still need a shower, buddy.
What time is the party start now?
Later, not now. That's just him trying to be sneaky and eat more cookies, because he's not really allowed too many cookies, but he's sure gonna try. Also, I'll just make note of this because I can't remember what happened. But as I was cleaning this out, I found that I have, this must be 18 months, 12 months. I don't even know, but it's a completely finished Selena jacket. And I was going to list it on my Poshmark. I can't remember why on earth I have it here. Like someone canceled an order, or I measured it and it turned out to be way too small, or something was realized. I don't know. But I have one that's completely done. So
Can I watch my own movie?
in my room?
With that work, the new charger.
Yeah, I'll put it on right now. Grandma's watching Oklahoma. Can't disturb
And then I watch
Oklahoma.
my shows
In a little bit.
in the living room.
After Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, I gotta go because something tells me he's just gonna go in there and turn off the show. So, but that was the tour of my newly cleaned studio. Back to work as usual for me, ladies and gents. I will get the ball rolling because I've had a lot of inquiries lately, like a lot. So I'm glad I got this room clean because it's something that I really needed to do. And now I can just go full steam ahead on all my orders, and my room, everything feels so much better. So I'll leave you be. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.